How do you deal with all these wenches?
Oh, at the club? Oh dear. Oh my gosh. Because they drive me crazy. They really drive me crazy. And you know what drives me crazy the most? There's a certain pair of them who
Okay.
stay over in VIP. I don't know if I'm allowed to say doing adult things for money. And then
Lap
when they
dances or stroking. Oh, okay, okay.
and other
Soaking,
stuff.
soaking off, soaking off.
Yeah, they do X-rated things for money. Back, in the little area where even though it's not allowed, they do it anyway.
Well,
And
goddamn, I should start making some money. I thought that stuff wasn't for sale. I mean, what the fuck?
it's not, but it totally is.
Okay,
Um, well,
you get
they
soaked down.
they go and they make all this money because they stay over in the section where that's totally not allowed.
Sure.
And then they want to come and order food, but don't want to tip you nothing. Like, bro, I don't make that much money. Okay, I might get something hourly, but I'm not getting near what they getting. Near what they're getting. You can tip me something for making your food. I need to
What kind?
eat.
What kind
I
of
need
food do you normally make? What kind of food
oh,
in a gentleman's club do you normally make? Is it wings
okay.
and fries or?
There's wings and fries. There's burgers and fries. There's steaks and baked potatoes, bacon wrapped shrimp. Sometimes I just do what I want to. I'll make a gumbo or an etouffee or just whatever I feel like cooking that day.
Right on,
And
right on.
so they'll want to order one of the most expensive things on the menu, the salmon salad. And they want the avocado, which of course, guac, avocado, whatever's extra, but don't want to tip you nothing. Oh, baby, I be holding they crap for ransom. Oh, you wanted avocado, baby? You're not getting nothing until you put some in my jar. I'm so serious. I will send this salad out with nothing on it. And they
So
already know. They
okay,
already
okay.
know.
So I've never been to a clothes letting club. I've never been to a clothes letting club. But when
Okay.
people go in there, I would assume you can't just throw $1 bills at people. They
Oh, you
have to
can.
be like something more significant than that. But you're telling me either way, you hold off until you get them dollars cut off too, right?
Oh, baby, yes. Yes, because you know what? I deserve to be able to survive. The economy is garbage. I deserve to be able to and even though I keep my clothes on, baby, you're going to run me something. You
Right
gonna
on.
run me
Right
some?
on.
I'm not being greedy. Like, give me 20s, give me hundos. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you don't, but I'm not gonna sit here and hold your stuff for ransom if you're not giving me 20s and up or whatever. Give me $5. Give me $3. I'm not gonna be greedy,
I
but give me
mean,
something.
that's what I did. I was like, my sisters, my wife, they've been waitresses and everything. But before I was exactly affiliated, I asked them. I was like, most of the time I just come into a place and have a cup of coffee. And they're like, well, maybe the coffee is $1. Yeah, it is. So what do you tip? Well, did you sit there? Sure. $1.50 for sitting there, and then 20% of the bill beyond. You know what I mean? You have to pay the sitting fee, number one. Now, I've never been to a clothes dropping club, but at the same time, I would be really embarrassed if I came with a stack of ones. I would think you'd have to hide. What do you do? I mean, do you put a five every third? Because when I deal with bartenders, right, it's like a private event. I go up, I say, "Hey, brother, give me a Budweiser." I give him $2. I go back again. "Hey, man, how you doing?" I give him $1. I go back again. I give it to him until I hit like six. But if I do one at a time, he's like, "You're my friend." You know what I mean? It's only six
Yeah, and
bucks.
hey, what you're doing
It's
that's
only
okay.
six
That
bucks.
is okay. Like, there's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that. Some people, some customers, because I've bartended also, I've waitressed. Some
Right.
people will like, okay, in a bartending context, will like when they come in, especially if they're regular, will start ordering their drinks. They'll put 10 in the jar, and that's all for the whole night. Like they'll pay all
And
their
I kind of do the same thing, but I
and
spread it out so that they remember me. I'm like, here's two, here's one, here's two. Same
yeah,
thing.
see,
I'm
that's
giving them the
normal too.
10.
What you're talking about is also normal. We'll have some people that do like I just said and put it all up at once, and then we have some that'll put in like a dollar here or $2 there, dollar here, dollar there, something like that. And hey, either way is good
Right.
because now I can only speak for the state I'm in. I can't speak for
It's
every state.
Tejas. She's in Tejas. What's up, Smooth
Yeah.
Keys? Smooth Keys is in Tejas as well, I believe.
Hey.
Right? Thank you
So
for coming up, Smooth Keys. Thank you for the music, brother. Cheers.
yeah. But yeah, like and so like I know in our state the waitresses and the bartenders only make $2.13 an hour.
Right?
So
Okay. Yeah, that is different around the world. So what's up?
yes,
Is
they're
that
only
Brandon? Oh
making
shit. I can't really see. Is that Brandon or whatever? Oh well, thank you.
Braden.
Hi, hi, hi. No, it is different all around. So my wife, she used to work like IHOP for 210. That's the
Yeah,
hourly. And then I used to do the math and I was like, yes, but they're supposed to give you minimum wage when you don't hit it. And she was like, yes, they are. But
they're
I have to
supposed to,
share with I
but they
have to
don't.
share with the fucking,
They're supposed to
the
do, but
bus
they typically don't.
boys. I have to do all this shit. And so I was like, okay, so basically they're taxing us on money you never made. And she was like, yep, that's just how it works. And so I know there's other places like for years and years, people in California have told me if you want to be a server, you're going to get that 10 or 11 plus your tips. You know what I mean? But they also run it a different way where they give you an hourly plus tips, but they don't want you to turn over 50 tables in a night. They want you to do 10. They want you to do quality service for 10.
As opposed to being like too spread out. Now, see, I myself just personally have never worked at a place where you were limited on tables. It was like, okay,
Right?
if X number of people come in and you're the only one here, you're gonna
Right.
deal with all of that. If there's two people, they might split it up. But
What's up, Mr. Fisher? What's up? No, no, for sure, for sure. And don't look at the chat. You don't have to. You're my guest. I'll address all of them. Excuse me 3 times for burp. But yeah, there's different styles, you know what I mean? So yeah, but my wife was in a place where they wanted her to limit the number of tables and everything like that because they wanted to maintain fine dining. You know what I mean?
quality,
Yeah.
which
So
okay,
they do it like that sometimes. What's up, Sean? Nice to see you back in, bro.
yeah, no, I personally, like I said, I've never worked in a place where it was like that per se. I've worked in
No, it sounds
where,
like you work in seriously competitive places.
where you better get your money. The last club I worked at before this one, this place was ratchet. Okay, I want to be careful with how I word things and what I say.
Sure, but everybody,
Uh,
let's go ahead and make this clear. She's talking about the strip clubs that she's been working in. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Let's just put it like I said, they drop clothes sometimes, they show a little, and she's talking about navigating that world. And there's a
okay,
lot of
yeah,
competition in that world.
yes, because in the club I'm in now, the girls can't dance. I'm just gonna say it. They can't dance. Now the last club I was in, the girls could dance. Like they would get up there and I mean climb the whole pole and come down on their head. Like come down head first. Like I mean they could dance.
Hell
But
yeah,
this
hell
club
yeah.
was a lot that club was a lot more ratchet. Like the boss would literally pay the waitresses extra to sell his supply
Holy
as opposed
shit,
to
here we
bringing in
go
their
again.
own supply. I'm not going to say supply of what. We're going to pretend it's nachos. I don't know. I don't want
Extra
to get in
cheese,
trouble.
brother, extra cheese.
Yeah, we're just going to say that. And so yeah, and this club is so like you don't have the nacho dealers sitting up in your club in this club. That club they'd have nacho dealers just posted up, pimps posted up. Like this one, no, it's a little more with the rules.
So where was that, man? Hey, what's up,
Um,
life? How you doing? Where was that actually? You're talking about Texas, right? But
yes,
literally, you're talking about powder trade, flesh trade. Everything was like that. I try
Yes.
to tell these people all the time because they think about celebrities and they want to bring them down, right? Every celebrity has been accused of the same shit for every since the 20s, but it's not like that. What it is the tour. When you get on the tour, you get the guys, the suited fucking guys, and they're the ones who are in the flesh trade. They're the ones who are in the powder trade. When you guys get, caught up in it and they blame an artist, even dead people, guys, even the dead artists, it doesn't have anything to do with them. It has to do with the fucking trade,
Industry.
the trade that they're running across the country on tour. It has nothing to do with who you diss in your track. Guys, wake up. It has to do with people in suits that sell powder and flesh.
It's all money. It's not even, the
Yeah,
entertainment is superficial. It's all about
right.
everything lying below it, everything facilitating that. It is. It really is.
It really is, man. And I'm
And
sorry for these people, because I got all hemmed up. I was an 8-year-old. I had what fucking the Capitol Center down the street. So I would see the hockey, I would see all the shows, they had all the metal bands playing, all that stuff. I was just a little kid. I was 8 years old, but they had a place. It was a really shitty fucking fool's gold place where they had like filigree paper and fake gold lining and shit like this. It was called Farnsworth. And all of the international hockey fucks with no teeth like me would be in there and they would be dripping with girls when I was 8 years old. And it just scarred my mind. I was like, I want to live that life. I want to live that life with these girls all over. You know what I mean? Just a kid, it scarred my mind just to see that stuff. You know what I mean? But it's all
well,
fool's gold, man. There's nothing out here
it
that's
is because
good for you.
on the flip side of it, I can tell you these girls are not there because they just
There,
idolize you. They want that money. They chasing that paper. They that's what they there for. What can you give
I'm
me?
so
What can I get
glad
from
I
you?
figured it out in life because I had lots of girlfriends back in the day. I
Hmm.
figured out what it is this. There's nothing you can choose. There's nothing you can look at that entices you. It's all chemistry. When you meet your woman and you're 6 inches away and you can smell each other, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So what the hell are you searching for? You know what I mean? You'll run into it when it's right. It's
And,
chemistry.
and when you do, hang on to it like your life depends on it, because as much
Well,
crap as you hear, like, okay, a lot of the girls, they'll come in, oh man, you see that guy I was sitting with? Oh my gosh, he needs deodorant. He stank. He stank. Oh my gosh, like, just or whatever random
Well,
nonsense.
he don't stank right for you, but really they're just talking about money most of the time, right? I mean,
Something.
yeah, yeah, most of the time they're talking about money, but really, you just can't control chemistry, man. As much as I might like her more than her, if we don't smell right, it ain't working. You know what I mean? It's just that simple, guys. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. So you're still working in one of those shops,
Oh Lord, and I cannot. Oh my gosh, if I could get my other job if I could get 40 hours there, I would leave in a heartbeat. Because the management is so backwards, bunch of gaslighters. The people, just the place, the whole place, just oh,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
it's awful. I hate it all. I hate it all. I want out. I want out so bad.
What would
But
you like to
my
do?
day will
What would you
come.
do if you could just build it from home? What would you do?
Oh well, okay. My degree is in IT. I would love to code all day, just sit here and code. My other job, I work security. I would even take that 40 hours a week over the club. The club is not
Right.
what's if you're looking for a good time, do not go to the club. It's just all it is a trap. They just like want to get you in to get your money. That's it. That's all it is. But I would sit here and I would code, fix people's computers, whatever, all day long.
So you
Or
troubleshoot
computer.
because you want to help people, yeah?
Right. I mean,
In
strip
honor
clubs
of
don't
Pride
play.
Month, this motherfucker. In honor of Pride Month, this. I always have this behind me, but in honor of Pride Month, this is stupid. Sorry about that. We got to deal with them. Thank you, Sean. What's up, Sean? Yeah, so I mean that's wild stuff, man. I've never been in one of those clubs. I've
Don't
always
go.
you don't think I should go at all?
No, because like in a lot of them, you think you're going to go in there and you're going to see like a bunch of hot 20-year-olds and whatever. No, that a lot of them are 35, 40, can't
Right.
dance, just there, not even really like there to like make sure you have a good time, conversate with you. They're just there to like, what can I talk this sucker out of? The second you walk in the door, that's what's going on in their mind. What can I talk him out of? What can I get from him?
That's
How much
yeah,
money
that's
does he want?
interesting as hell. That's interesting because when I went out with my father today and had deep, deep talks with him, because he feels like he's on his way out too. So having deep, deep thoughts with him and talks, he was telling me that when I like people, I trust them too much. And I was like, I don't think I trust anybody. Like, how do you come with that? But he might be seeing something, like you said, that I don't
Yeah,
see.
maybe he's
He's
seeing
seeing
something or
something.
knows something that maybe you're not aware of yet. Maybe you'll
Right.
see it later. Who knows?
Because in my own feelings, I don't feel like I trust anybody. You know what I mean? And I don't feel like I would even have a good time if you're being forced to entertain and you're not doing your own, sort of thing. You know what I mean? I understand there was a day we had theaters, we had everything like that. Then the movies shut down the theaters, so you couldn't have burlesque and people, presenting their own sort of style or whatever. And then we went through the golden age of pornography. And I'm telling you something, it informed everything in the world. All of the entertainment changed when that shit happened in 70s and 80s of porn. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm allowed to even say the word on my channel, but it informed everything else. So like when you have what is it the second disco movie that what's his name? Sylvester Stallone did the next what was that thing? The 1979
Boogie nights or no?
no, no, the original time when it was oh fuck, man, what's that guy's name? Scientologist dude. I can't believe it.
I'm John Travolta. Is
Yeah,
that it? Or Tom
yeah.
Cruise? I
John
don't know.
Travolta. Yeah, John Travolta did that movie, the disco movie, right? And then the sequel to that movie was done by director Sylvester Stallone. And it was straight up like informed by that triple X, realm. Like it couldn't have been made without that. You know what I mean? Was it's Saturday Night Fever, right? They made the second one, that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? It was totally informed by that, and but it was still art. So I don't know, what it's like to go into one of these places and get fleeced. But basically, you're telling me just stay out of these places and
Yeah,
don't
because
get
that's all
fleeced.
it is. The second you walk in
Yeah,
the door, you might have three girls come up trying to talk to you, but really all it is they trying to pay rent. They coming up to you to see what can they get from you. That's pretty much just from an insider what is actually going on.
right. And he said Dirty
What the real
Dancing,
deal
but
is.
Dirty Dancing is a different story.
And oh my gosh, baby, the things I have seen on the stage at this club,
Right, 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 right.
it's not a good thing. Okay, because I know a lot of people that especially if they've never been to a place like this, are thinking, oh, I'm gonna walk in and it's gonna be some hot babe up there, just really just shaking it and doing it, and just it's gonna be like, oh, putting on a show. Baby, no. There's literally this one girl, and if I well, she'll just saunter across the stage, walk up to the pole and just look out and just kind of pose, and saunter away. Like that is not dancing. I'm sorry, and I'm not trying to hate on her. She's a nice lady. She's not like, I'm not trying to throw shade on her. She's, like I said, nice girl. But
Right. Right.
baby,
But
what are
she's
you
not
doing?
doing. She's not, like he said, showgirls. She's not doing the old like I'll pull it. Like they had all the feathers. I'll pull it this way and then that way and then ha ha
Yeah,
ha
no, it's not anything
ha.
like that. It's more
No.
like somebody, imagine somebody walking in the room, looking at you, and then walking
Right.
off.
But she's
Baby, what is that?
advertising for what? She's advertising for the other things. The
And I'm just, it confuses me because, I mean, okay, I'm not a dancer and I'm not somebody who's going to judge you as a person. I know her off of stage and she's always been nice to me, is always polite to me. Again, as a human being, hey, she gets all the love. You know what I'm saying? She's a nice person. But baby, if this is your job and you're supposed to get up there, the people going in are expecting, oh, she's going to get up here and she's really just going to like get up on this stage and just really make me hot, make me feel something.
right. Sure. Sure.
Baby,
Sure.
that's not what you're doing.
Right. But I'm just asking you. Does she go through the motions because she's advertising the other things, or why does she keep showing up? You know what I mean? Like, because we're right here, but we're volunteering. We don't have to be here.
So, but I'm confused. I'm not
Okay.
even sure about that. I'm be wondering like what's going on. Like
Well, I mean, I'll tell you what. I understand. Somebody gets hung up in something, they don't know what they're doing anymore. Maybe it goes nowhere, but they don't know any different, so they just
maybe
keep going.
so, and that could be the
Yeah.
case. And my
Yeah.
thing is like, hopefully she's just like, okay, maybe hopefully her conversation, like when she gets off the stage, sits down with someone, and because that's another part of the strip club, is like it isn't just somebody being on the stage and shaking something. Conversation, sitting down with a guy who comes in to spend money, and just like making him feel like a good dude, whatever, you know what I'm saying,
Oh my
is
god.
the other part of it. Is the
Now
conversation,
I
maybe
gotta
her
throw this. Now I
conversation
gotta
game is
throw
a
this.
lot
I
better.
gotta throw this on you. I gotta throw this on you because you're talking to all of us. Does anybody ever switch and they'd rather talk to you? They'd rather wear you down because you're not on the stage, because you're not accessible like that. Oh my god, I can see it, right? They're
there's a
trying to
lot
get
of there's
you,
a lot of people that will that I'll come out to bring somebody their food. I'll
right?
come out to try to talk somebody into ordering some food because I'm bored and I want something to do. I'm tired of sitting in the
Let
back
me
doing
let me
nothing.
cook 4 more poppers for you. Let me cook something.
And yeah, I'm like, oh baby, you know what? I see you sitting here, and baby, you look hungry. I can fix that for you though.
And they're
I tell
more
you what,
interested in you than the
hand batter.
entertainment, right? It
I will
happens,
hand batter and fry you the best chicken strips you ever had. This ain't no out the freezer chicken. No, baby, I got you.
right?
And a lot of times they'll be, oh, do you do steaks or whatever too? Yes, baby. Trust me, you gonna love it. But then some of them I'll go out there and I already know them, and they're like, why don't you come over here? You come sit and talk with me. I'll buy you a drink. Now I'm
Yep,
not much
yep.
of a drinker. I'm not. I'm just. It's not my thing. Okay, but I'll like. Okay, yeah, you can buy me a drink, and the bartender already knows whatever I ask for. Don't put no alcohol in it, or I'll
Just
get
put some
something
fucking cranberry juice and give it to me, and let's just get this over with.
cranberry
Yeah,
with no ice,
yeah,
or
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
get something that I know has a real low alcohol content, like a tequila rose or rum chata, something like that that I know is not gonna have me like retarded
Right.
because I will burn myself in that kitchen. I work around sharp objects and fire. Okay. I don't need no more burns. And you know what I mean? And it's just not my thing. Chili cheese nachos.
Well,
Yes, I do some
hey,
awesome nachos.
Smooth Keys, man, give me some time. We got to get through this. I'll send it to you after I step down. Okay. Just be fair. I just have to do this.
But yeah, so and there's guys that'll just straight up, oh man, I've seen all the girls, but I like you better.
Right. That's what I'm
Why?
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Why?
Because you're not the one that's being advertised. So they'd
I
rather have
guess.
you.
It's
I
like
go out there a lot of times. I go out there and they walk around, and you know what I mean? Like, I see them, I know they're available, and I understand other people are like, yeah, but that's not a challenge. You know what I mean? It's not a
I guess
challenge.
so. Okay,
People are weird,
I've
you know.
literally like, okay, I've gotten off at like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, stopped to get gas before my truck broke down. Thank God it should be done Tuesday, should be fixed Tuesday. But stopped to get gas, and I've had dudes like, oh, I know you from the club. Oh,
Right,
here you
right.
go. Throw me some tips right there in the parking lot. And it's like, I'm not going to come out of no clothes at work, much less at a corner store parking lot.
Right.
And just,
But, at the same time, look, when you talk about living in the ghetto, right, and living in the hood, right,
I do.
there is so much love for the lady in the hood. Like, I'm telling you,
There
because I'm
is.
from the hood. They are there for you. You broke
Oh
a
yeah.
your tire goes flat, we're all there. You know what I
Oh
mean? We're
yeah.
not trying to get anything from you. We're all
Oh, that's
there.
so
That's how it
true.
is in the hood.
In
We
fact,
say, hey Miss Lady, you need some help? There's a lot of love in the hood. You know what I mean?
there is,
So
because I know there was one time I had stopped at this gas station, this corner store, not far from where I stay at, and I forget what car I was driving at the time. I was driving this one car. It was I think it was the Ford, and I was having a little bit of engine trouble, and it was hot out, and I had to use the bathroom so bad. So I
right,
stopped at the store because I knew I could get to a toilet because I was like, I can't even make it home. I go in to
right.
go to the bathroom. I come out, and my car won't start. I'm like, "Ugh." Every word you can think of that you probably don't want on your channel. So there's this guy, a homeless fella that he was up there all the time, and I look out for him when I could. If I had something to give him, I'd give it to him just because hey, I know he gonna look out for me. And he sure did. Like he says, pop your lid. Okay, pop my lid. I'm telling you, in 30 seconds, he had my car going.
Yep, yep. So, by the way, people, I'm sorry to tell you this. I like crack, but I'm sorry to tell you this. If a crackhead lives above 35, he didn't. He wasn't one of the numbers. He's a useful man. He's a useful man. He knows how to do things.
And so, yeah, his name was Shorty because you can't just have a regular name if you
No,
know.
no. My grandmother said, I asked her, I said, what am I supposed to say? They said, what do you go by? I asked my grandmother, she said, say blackjack. So that's mine. I'm blackjack. What do you go
Yeah,
by?
and there's
So
still a few folks like around that unfortunately are not as blessed or whatever that I still will look out for. There's this one
oh
gentleman. He
man,
lived
these days, man, you know, there's no way to reasonably make it anymore. You know what I mean? They raise up your minimum wage, but then they want to sell you bread or potato, and you
for 4 times the
suffer.
price.
One fucking backyard hamburger every 3 days would save all of us. You need one good banger every couple of days, guys. You know what I mean? We suffer. We're hungry. We're grumpy. We're running around. Some of us are in the street. Some of us are just barely making it, but we all have empty hands. So what you're doing is the right thing. Is just look out for them, man. Just
Yeah, because I know there's this one guy. He used to when my son was still in high school, and he'd have to get on the bus, like the metro bus, to go to work or to go to school. He'd stand out there. He made sure nobody messed with my child. And this is
right.
important. Like I said, I live in a rough ass neighborhood. Like I've
Yeah,
witnessed
yeah.
3, 4
Absolutely. Yeah.
murders just in the last 2 years, right in front of me. People getting shot down right in front of me. And so that was a lot. So every time I see him, I still make sure I chunk him a little something. But yeah, no, the economy is garbage. Like I eat at work. Like that's
Right.
how I eat. That's how
Right.
I'll go to work and I'll fix myself. The other day I was such a fat ass. The other day, oh my gosh, I had like a bowl of chicken and rice. I had a bowl of
Right.
lasagna. I had a plate of fruit because this is where I get to eat at. This is where I can actually I can't afford groceries. I don't even get 40 hours a week. But so when I go to work, baby, you bet I'm eating. I'm gonna fix me a plate
Right.
of whatever the
Right.
heck I want. I'm not a
So
steak
so
eater, really.
Sean was on the short bus. That's okay, Sean.
That is perfectly fine. You know what? That is nothing wrong
Sean
with that. At least you
Sean's in
got there.
Utah, man. Uh, I know you don't smoke, but he smokes every 20 minutes. So we got 5 minutes, Sean, till the next 420. But now, man, I mean, yeah, of course, man. It's hard. What's up? What'd you say, Rusty? Oh yeah, I'll talk to you, Rusty, man. Like you and Smooth Keys, but I have to get down first. So I apologize, guys. I have my phone on Do Not Disturb, so I can do this. That's all. No big deal. No big deal. I'll be in touch. 420 24/7, Sean said.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
That's right. That's right. Oh yeah. Oh man, everybody, shh, they saw it before, but I got them Northern Lights. And the lady was like, "Oh, those are white. Yeah, they're white. They're grind up. I need to smoke some more soon. Yeah, I need to smoke some more." But so we were talking about some other things, the paranormal sort of things. So I wonder if you'd like to share any of those instances with the people,
Okay. 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 Well,
because I will. If you do, I will. I don't usually do, but I did have Jimmy up, and he talked about what I think was really a demon. I think some spirit came around, put in a body to speak to him, and made sure the deal was right. And I'm sorry to say that, but I've hosted that already. So the spooky is here.
you're gonna have to
Go ahead.
find link me or whatever to this later so I can go and watch it because I'm intrigued now. But
He
okay.
was, oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. By the way, anybody can look this up. So Jimmy, he's our drummer. So
Okay.
I didn't want to say the word. So I put DEMS and I put paranormal on his thing because he has told me this story a couple of times, and I said it was raining outside, so I was able to go over there, and I said, "Do you want to stream in?" He said, "Sure." And I brought him around to it because he told me the story a couple times before, and I was like, "There's nothing you could say about this." There was a fucking demon in somebody's body that was delivering you a message. And he was like, "No, no, no, I don't think like that. I think maybe it was." And I'm like, "You're not a scientist." I'm not a scientist. But when the dude delivered that message, so he was in, and you can just go ahead and look it up. It's in there. It's Jimmy, and it's DEMIS paranormal because I did not put the name
Hmm.
in because I don't want to. But anyway, he was in an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting, and this fucking guy showed up and just cackled at them, just mocked them the entire time. Jimmy got his chip. The guy took his fucking chip.
Took his
And
chip.
he took his fucking time chip, whatever, 6 months, 3 days, who the fuck cares? But he took it and he just left and he disappeared. Go ahead, look up the story. But I'm telling you what, whoever this guy was in touch with in the spirit world was like, this is not part of the deal. And I said, Jimmy, you broke your whatever you call it, anonymity by sharing the story. You've told me the story. Now you put it out here. You saw the guy dissipate into the fucking universe. You still don't think it happened, but are you holding that can? Are you holding that can of beer? Because that man was telling you this is not the deal.
The
And you
fuck?
have succumbed. You have succumbed to the deal.
Wow.
Anyway,
Okay, I have a story.
I'm telling you what, he tries to justify or quantify or tell you why that happened in a logical way. It did not happen in a logical way. Some informative universe was telling him You don't get to quit, bro. You don't get to quit, and he didn't get to quit.
Damn.
You'll see it. You'll see it. It's fucking crazy because eh, he wants to say nothing happened. Okay, nothing happened. Go ahead and listen to his story. Nothing happened.
Wow.
He was what? Nah, he wasn't on anything, man. It's just nature, man. It's just nature. Somebody delivered the message, you know? He's my boy. He's my musician. He's my pal. But neither one of us is going to get out of here without fulfilling the fucking prophecy, whatever it be.
That's wild.
It is wild. It is wild. I'll tell you what, just go ahead and check it out. Go ahead and check it out.
Okay. Okay. I'm intrigued. Okay. I have a story about a Christmas present.
There you go.
I
Let's
have a
go
story
with
about a
that.
Christmas present. I was at my other job where I work security at a stadium, one of the biggest stadiums of the city.
Okay, I'm listening,
And
but I gotta go grab my shit. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
okay, do you want me to continue or wait? Oh, you're listening. Okay, my bad. I'm
Yes,
not always
please. You're
the best
live.
at
Please
instructions.
continue. Yeah, I just have to go for a second and grab some.
Okay, so I was at work working security. I was on bike patrol this day, and bike patrol. My partner and I we patrol a lot on our bikes, and just make sure everybody's being safe, not fighting, not acting up totally ridiculously. And this one building where we would go to the restroom and nobody had access to but us. My partner and I were the only ones with access to this building at this time. And I was going into this building to use the restroom because I don't like porta potties. They're gross, they're nasty, ew. And so my partner wouldn't have used the ladies' room because they're not a lady. I go into the ladies' room the first time, nothing there, nothing out of the ordinary. Everything is typical. The second time I go into the restroom, I go in, do what I went in there to do, go to wash my hands, and up on the counter, I find a ring. And it's like two hands touching, meeting in the middle. And on the inside is inscribed, I love you always, or something to that effect. I have it stored away safely so I don't lose it. And so I'm looking at this on the counter. I'm like, and it's right like 2 days before Christmas. I'm like, it feels like my dad would have left me this. My dad passed in 2016. He and I were like super close. Like if he went, I went. Wherever he went, I'm right behind him. I'm his little shadow. And after he passed, that was like the worst. I just went through it bad. And so I find this ring and I just get this feeling like, bro, it wasn't here earlier. Nobody else had any access to this restroom but me. So I'm feeling like that's how else would have gotten here. My dad left me this little ring telling me he loves me.
And you
And
still
what
have
really set it in, what really cemented it, later that day, I go to the mailbox and check the mail, just average, like anybody would do, go and check the mail. And I get this letter with his name on it. Never have I gotten mail addressed to my father before in my life. He had no
because he's
association.
never used that address. It's nothing
He's
like that.
never had any association in life to this address. There was no reason for anything with his name on it to come to this address. So I suppose that's confirmation, but
Well,
it was kind of strange. It's kind of strange. Like, I mean, yes, I know that coincidences exist in life, but that's just too much of a stretch to be a coincidence. To me. To me.
he said it's impossible he wasn't alive. That's not true. That's not true. He
You know
wasn't
what?
alive.
Some people don't believe in ghosts, and that's on them. Hey, everybody allowed their own opinion.
Hey, you know what? This is a little bit of a dagger thing. It just showed up in the last couple of weeks in our house. My wife will tell you this little dagger thing. It just showed up. You know what I mean? It's an apport, as they say, because it was from out of nowhere. So. I mean, I don't know. What do you say about that? I was just like, well, I better hang it in my earring or whatever. I don't know,
Something.
but it just came from out of nowhere. What do you say? You know what I mean? All right,
But
so I have told you this, Meg, and I'll tell the world now. Okay. When my wife and I were dating, we knew this guy named Ace. He was a bum, as I was a bum, as I'm still a bum. But anyway, we knew him. And we were driving around and we were going home and we saw him drive past 7-Eleven, past a 7-Eleven that I worked with, doing something that he does anytime, any time of day, any week. So we go home and we say, hey, bruh, we saw Ace today. And the dude said, Ace died 4 days ago. And my wife and I look at each other and we stop. And no, we saw him riding his bike. You saw him riding his bike? Yeah, down the road he always does. Yeah. My wife and I think about it. Was he green? And my wife was like, yeah, he was fucking green. I was like, was he just green? And we realized we only saw one color. He was translucent. He was 4 days dead. We feel like it was just the last imprint of his journey. You know what I mean? We just saw the last gasp of like the light spectrum. You know what I mean? Like it was torn out. He died, 4 days ago. 20 days ago, maybe he did this path, and we saw the last color because we realized it wasn't right. Once he said, "Oh, he's dead," we realized he was only one color. He was monochromatic green. He was translucent. Shit. No one cares. That's what, this guy says. But it isn't about caring. It's about seeing and like being in wonder because I don't know. I don't know. And his balls itch. Yeah, what the fuck, man? These people are ignorant. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Thank you for coming up here, Meg. Thank you for coming up here, man.
well, thank you for having me.
Of
I
course.
appreciate the attention, the guest spot, but yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully, I'll tag up your channel properly because you've
Okay.
been sharing stories. You're just streaming, right? So we'll
Yeah.
get into that. Friend of the channel, like everybody's subscribed to Meg. I'll
Well,
tag
thank
it up
you.
properly. You know what I
And
mean?
I do actually wear mascara in my own videos. I didn't tonight because I just woke up because I ate and fell asleep because that happened.
You talking about putting a better face on or something like that?
Well, yeah, I normally, have like a little eyeliner, a little mascara, something on. Right now, I look exactly like what I am, somebody who just rolled out of the bed.
That's right. That's right. So that's what we do on my channel. On your channel, you might want to doll yourself up, but we just wake you up out of bed over here and like.
Hey, that's fine. There are so many way worse ways to get woke up out of bed. Well, not woke up, but you know what I mean.
I
Worse
do. I
things
do.
to do when you get woke up.
I do, man. I do. I do. It's nice to find a friendly soul out there. I didn't know, you know what I mean. So we met through Minnie Manson, and that's how it goes. So you can't guess. You're not gonna find this thing coming. You want a link? What do you want a link for, Sean? You want to join up? Probably not. I gotta go to bed. She's got to go back to bed. But you
Yeah.
know what? It's fascinating you working in those clubs. You know what I mean? That's some
Well,
hard stuff. That's some hard stuff. And by the
it
way,
can be fun, but it's also sucks. Like, it depends on which club you're at because they're all different.
they're all different, but at the same time, like honestly, to be a woman and see where people put themselves, you know what I mean, in positions, that can't be easy for anybody. I don't care how cool the club is. I don't care how pretty the club is. People put themselves in that position. You know what I mean?
True. It is. It is.
It's not like the IT path that you took.
I know, and I would
Right.
so much rather get into the IT field. That's what I have my degree in. Like I've been begging, like somebody, anybody, get me in the door. But my day will come.
Oh, he
So,
wants a link to your channel. MegZilla, how do we get to your channel? I will link it up after, but if I can wake up my computer over there.
oh shit. Can I minimize this?
Yeah, do whatever you want, man. Do whatever you want.
I know it's
And then
MegZilla
Jessica says, "Don't go."
82. MegZilla something. MegZilla 1745. MegZilla 82. It's with two G's. I put two G's in there. Crap. Joe, you might have to help me out and link it. Just link it for me,
Well,
please,
look, let's put
because
it this way. I can tag it up later, no problem.
thank
So,
you. Cause
everybody,
yeah,
when you see the description, you'll know.
I need to
Now,
be better
Jessica,
prepared.
I know what Jessica's whining about. Jessica wants to come up too, right? So, can I bring up a StreamYard? Are you going to come back up, Meg?
Huh?
If I make a StreamYard in like 5 minutes, will you come back up?
Yeah, if you send me the link, and that'll
No,
give
I don't
me
have to
time to
send you a
look up
link.
my.
If you're subscribed, you'll get a notification.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because I
And
have to
I'll
turn I mean my notifications are off on the phone. But
and that way
Jessica
it'll give me
is
a chance
not
to
wanting us to leave. Sean
copy a
wants
link to
20
my
more
channel and I
minutes.
can post it.
What's that?
I'm saying that'll give me a chance to copy a link to my channel for Sean,
Oh
and
yeah,
I
so
can
you
post it
can
to
yeah,
Sean.
you can tell him how to get there. And I will do that tomorrow, but I can't do it tonight cuz I'm night blind as fuck.
Okay.
And I'm going to smoke some more of that good shit. But Google it. Yeah, shut up, Sean. Man, you Google it forever. You'll never find the right thing. I'm going to come right back up in 3 minutes with a StreamYard. You join in because you're subbed up and everything. Jessica, you can come in. Sean, you can come in. Sean, man, you got to be quiet at home. What's up, Winston? Winston will share that link publicly. Even shelves is not coming up. I'll be right back. Okay, Meg? So I'll put that link out there. Just join up. Watch the channel. I'll be back in 3 minutes. All right, people. I'll be right back.